The latest news that you for sure heard is that AI is becoming more expensive and personal tiers in all of them are getting more and more limited. So let's clarify a question where everything is moving and how exactly you need to use AI. So the latest news are, first of all, Anthropic tried to move Claude Code from $20 package to next tier of $100 package. And yes, they quickly reverted it back when users started complaining a lot on social media, and they said that they tested it just for 2% of the user. But this is completely obvious, they tried to cut costs, because they are not getting enough revenue. And another change was about GitHub Copilot, they just increased limits quite a lot, which essentially means all these AI companies are going in the direction to limit as much as possible usage because they are not getting enough revenue. And the typical idea of any business is to acquire clients first, and then when you have a huge base of people who won't leave, you simply increase prices. All AI companies are not there yet, but the amount of money that they are spending is too much to continue giving AI for free. But we don't really care about these businesses. What about developers and how it impacts our work? First of all, we must understand one simple rule. We will never get unlimited tokens only if you pay per token. All these private plans where you are paying like $20 or even $100 or $200, it is simply not possible to use something unlimited, because essentially you can spend much more than $200 of value. So we need to get used that all these private tiers will be limited. And as you can see, the pricing per month will be quite high. It won't be like $20. It will be more around $100 or even higher. And even with that, you won't have unlimited usage of AI. So you need to use it sparingly or pay for several AIs at once, which will make your bill even higher. So the main question is, what can we do about that? Obviously, AI for developer feels like a drug. You start using it and you can't stop. It is too easy to simply write a prompt and get a piece of code. For example, before we wrote code like this on our own. We're typing some interface and we're creating fetch user function. It takes time. AI can write all this boilerplate for us and it is not difficult, but it saves a lot of time. And it is especially true for middle developers because they are thinking that AI is leveling up. You are getting perfect variable names, perfect functions, and really decent code. So it looks like they are producing code on a much higher level. But this is an illusion. If you want to really become a senior, you need to focus on things like architecture, performance of your application, writing tests so your application is bulletproof, and this is exactly what we are doing in my middle to senior frontend bootcamp. But now we are coming to the problem that we can't use AI for everything because we will hit limits sooner or later. And it doesn't really matter if you are paying for AI yourself or your company is paying, both won't want to pay too much money. If you need to pay for AI more money than a single developer costs, it simply doesn't make any sense. You can hire a developer. And especially with a remote contract, this developer can be much cheaper. But here is the point. If you start using AI sparingly, only in places where you really need to not hit limits, then obviously all developers start thinking, why I'm paying for AI at all? There is a free tier, yes, I'm getting less, but if I'm using it already sparingly, then maybe I can just use a free tier. And then we're coming to the point where you might not want to pay for any AI at all, because you can simply use Claude, Copilot, ChatGPT, maybe Gemini, and get a decent result. And you are using 4 of them for free and simply switch between them when you are hitting a limit. And additionally to that, we obviously have AI problems, like over-reliance on it is not a great thing. And I think it is great if we're using AI less and start thinking again more. Because sometimes AI produces code with bugs which are not really clear on the first glance. Like for example, here we have our search input with some query and a debound search. And it looks fine, but actually here we will have a stale search API just because we are caching a function with use callback. Another problem that we have in AI nowadays is subscription fatigue and AI fatigue. When we got some new model before, it was really a huge hype. Everybody were testing it and saying that this model will kill the market and it is 10 times better than the previous model. Now when when we're getting a new model, it rarely changes anything. Yes, sure, it becomes like 1% better, but nobody really cares. So at last, businesses and developers start thinking more, do I really need this new model, or do I really need this AI tool and it helps me solving my problems? Which actually brings us to an interesting question. What do you want to solve with AI that you really need AI for? And sure, it looks cool to generate some code, but essentially, what do you want to achieve in your project that you really need AI for? And for me, first and foremost, I treat AI as a learning tool. This is why it is amazing for junior developers, middle developers who want to learn more and faster. It can change your code, it can show you different ways. This is great, but for a senior developer, it is not that great. And you can see it in all these popular studies where AI increased productivity of senior developers at maximum 10%. Why it happens? Because typically you are working on some project quite long amount of time, so you really know this project well. And if you need to implement something new, it might be easier for you to just implement it yourself without AI. Because you can copy-paste a module here and there, just change some things and you're golden. When AI is doing this for you, first of all you need to describe everything with lots of prompts to make it perfect, then you need to wait for generation and then have a long ping-pong session where it generated something wrong. And after that you need to go line by line and verify every single line of your code to make sure that it is really needed. And it is really difficult to do because you are checking lots of code which was not produced by you. So at the end of the day, obviously, it is easier to use AI, but I don't see that it is 100% necessary. For example, for myself, I really like to validate some ideas with AI or ask for certain implementation. Not because I want to just copy-paste blindly this implementation, but I want to see how it compares to my ideas in the head and if it is a better solution that I wanted to create. And exactly the same we have with fixing bugs. As a senior developer, when you know your project, you already understand where it could potentially break, and then you are just following the bug file by file until you find it. If your project is huge, it will take lots of time for AI to find the bug, and then the fix won't be perfect. So I rarely see when AI can help you with fixing bug when you have lots of layers of abstractions and your code is complex. So you already know where it is going. This is why you might want to intentionally use AI less, first of all to cut some costs, and secondly to prepare yourself for even more limits. So if you are serious about becoming a senior developer who is needed on the market without over-reliance on AI and who knows everything about performance, optimizations, architecture, design patterns, algorithms, I highly recommend you to check my middle to senior front-end bootcamp where we're covering all this knowledge in 15 hours. You can find the link to it under the video.